Hurricane Milton is currently churning in the Atlantic Ocean, posing a potential threat to coastal regions. As we track this powerful storm, it's crucial to understand its current position, projected path, and potential impacts. Let's dive into the details of Hurricane Milton's development and forecast. At present, Hurricane Milton is located approximately 500 miles east of the Leeward Islands. The storm has rapidly intensified over the past 24 hours, strengthening from a tropical storm to a Category 2 hurricane on the Saffir-Simpson hurricane wind scale. Sustained winds are now reaching speeds of up to 110 miles per hour, with higher gusts recorded in the eye wall. The National Hurricane Center is closely monitoring Milton's progress as it moves west-northwest at about 12 miles per hour. This track is expected to continue for the next 48 to 72 hours, potentially bringing the hurricane dangerously close to the northern Caribbean islands. Satellite imagery shows a well-defined eye at the center of Milton, surrounded by a symmetric ring of intense thunderstorms. This structure is indicative of a healthy, organized hurricane with the potential for further strengthening. Warm sea surface temperatures in the storm's path and low wind shear conditions are providing favorable conditions for Milton to maintain its intensity or possibly strengthen further. Current model projections suggest that Hurricane Milton may reach Category 3 status within the next 24 hours. This would classify it as a major hurricane, capable of causing significant damage to structures and posing a severe threat to life and property in affected areas. The cone of uncertainty, which represents the probable track of the storm's center, currently shows Milton potentially affecting the Leeward Islands, Puerto Rico, and the Dominican Republic within the next 3 to 5 days. However, it's important to note that impacts can be felt well outside this cone, and residents in these areas should closely monitor official updates and begin preparedness measures. As we look further into the forecast, there is still considerable uncertainty regarding Milton's long-term trajectory. Some models suggest the storm could turn northward, potentially threatening the southeastern United States coastline. Others indicate a more westerly track that could bring Milton into the Gulf of Mexico. It's crucial to emphasize that forecasts beyond 5 days are subject to significant changes, and all possibilities must be considered at this stage. One of the primary concerns with Hurricane Milton is the potential for heavy rainfall and storm surge. Current projections indicate that some areas in the storm's path could receive up to 15 inches of rain, leading to life-threatening flash floods and mudslides, particularly in mountainous regions. Storm surge of 6 to 9 feet above normal tide levels is possible along the immediate coastlines near where the center of Milton makes landfall. Wind damage is another significant threat. As a Category 2 hurricane, Milton is capable of causing extensive damage to well-built framed homes, uprooting trees, and causing near-total power loss in affected areas that could last for several days to weeks. If Milton strengthens to a Category 3 as predicted, these impacts could be even more severe. Meteorologists and emergency management officials are urging residents in potentially affected areas to stay informed and prepare accordingly. This includes having an emergency kit ready, reviewing evacuation plans, and securing loose outdoor items that could become projectiles in high winds. For those in coastal areas, it's essential to heed all evacuation orders issued by local authorities. Storm surge can quickly inundate low-lying areas, making evacuation impossible and putting lives at risk. Remember, it's always better to evacuate and not need to than to stay behind and wish you had left. As we continue to track Hurricane Milton, it's important to rely on official sources for the most up-to-date and accurate information. The National Hurricane Center provides regular updates on the storm's position, strength, and projected path. Local emergency management agencies will also provide critical information about preparedness measures, evacuation orders, and shelter locations. Climate scientists note that while it's difficult to attribute any single storm to climate change, the warming of our oceans does provide more energy for hurricanes to intensify rapidly, as we've seen with Milton. This underscores the importance of long-term climate resilience planning in vulnerable coastal communities. In the coming days, reconnaissance aircraft will continue to fly into and around Hurricane Milton, gathering crucial data that will help refine forecast models and improve our understanding of the storm's structure and potential impacts. This information is vital for emergency managers and local officials as they make critical decisions to protect lives and property. As we wrap up this update on Hurricane Milton, remember that preparation is key. Stay informed, have a plan, and be ready to act quickly if necessary. We'll continue to provide updates as this powerful storm progresses, bringing you the latest information to help keep you and your loved ones safe. Remember, when it comes to hurricanes, it's always better to be over-prepared than under-prepared. Stay safe and stay tuned for further updates on Hurricane Milton's path and potential impacts.